Hey everyone, just want to welcome you to ME83 Computational Mechanical Engineering Lab utilizing SOLIDWORKS software. For more detailed information, please reference back to our syllabus that's contained on the Blackboard site. So one thing I want to cover with this course is this is a 1 credit hour fully online course, and with that there are going to be no lectures. There will, however, be office hours that are going to be held on Teams where you can ask any questions that you may have in regards to your assignments. So we're going to determine the office hours as we get moving forward. I'll send out some surveys during the course to figure out when works best for everybody for the office hours. There's quite a few students in this class. Right now there's 130 spaces open for students. 96 are already full. So there'll be quite a lot of students here. So with that being said, these office hours are really going to be intended for you to ask questions related to the homework and not to work through the problems as you're in there. Please take the time to work through these assignments on your own time and read through all the materials, again, as it is an online course. And as you're doing that, just a little note, please schedule time throughout the week to read through the material, just as you would for any of your other in-person classes. As far as your assignments go for this course, there's going to be 6 different lab assignments you're going to work on throughout the semester. Each of these different assignments are going to be submitted through Blackboard, and they're going to have a due date. And on Blackboard, there's also going to be a rubric assigned for each one of these that you can take a look at to see what is expected for your submission of these lab assignments. There's also going to be a group project that we'll touch on a little bit more later and continue the details on that throughout the semester. For the textbook for this course, there's no required textbook for this course. There are going to be tutorials I'm going to provide for SolidWorks that you guys can utilize. They'll be posted up on Blackboard. There are also going to be some supplemental materials that I'll post on Blackboard as well. And please reference back to your ME12, ME14, and your ME42 textbooks as you're going through all of these different lab assignments and tutorials throughout the semester. For this course, as well as any other online course, there's going to be a unique set of challenges that are presented to us. Now, I understand that online classes and this whole remote learning is a little bit of a new area for many of us. It's going to come with its own set of unique challenges. We're all going to need to adapt to this new style of teaching and learning as we go through this. So one of the biggest challenges I feel for these online courses is time management. So this is going to be crucially important with any college class, but especially with these online and asynchronous courses. Now, there are a lot of benefits to these asynchronous courses. It's going to allow you to work at your own pace, whatever time of day seems to work best for you, and goes in with your schedule. But at the same time, you're also going to need to find a way to stay on top of things and keep on track. So make sure that you set aside ample time to go through the provided resources in the module and complete the assignments. So there is required software for this course. The software that we're going to utilize is SOLIDWORKS, and this is going to be necessary for you to complete all of your 6 lab assignments and your final project. If you feel comfortable going in person into the Voti building, there is a lab in there that runs the SolidWorks program, so you can go in there to complete your assignments. Now, that being said, there is limited space, and you may need to make sure that you get in early enough and double check with the other students to make sure that there is a spot for you to utilize one of the seats in that laboratory. Now, the other option is you could get SolidWorks installed on your own personal computer. One way in which to do this is to utilize Virtual Voti, which is a tool for running SolidWorks on your personal computer off campus remotely. So for more information on how to get this running there using Virtual Voti, we can go to this link right here and it'll step you through the process. Now, with all this, there are going to be technological issues. So if your internet's going a little bit slow, a lot of students are on, you may experience some issues. So again, make sure to set aside ample time in order to complete your assignments and double check this first. So with that being said, this is an intensive program. So it will take a lot of processing power to run it. So take your time, make sure you can run it on your own computer. And again, if not, and you feel comfortable, there are computers in Voti with the SolidWorks already installed. You can go into those labs and use those. Just make sure to leave yourself enough time to complete your assignments. So with that, make sure that there's going to be the formatting check that you need to do, which again will be referenced in some of the documents I provide. Takes time to upload it and submit it through Blackboard. So there are some issues again with bandwidth and your internet speed that may limit this. So again, don't wait to the very last minute to submit your assignments. Make sure you give yourself enough time to get this all completed. So now I want to touch briefly on an overview for this final project. We'll get into more details with the material that I'll hand out later in the semester, but I wanted to get you guys thinking about this right from the beginning of the semester. So as I mentioned earlier, you'll be breaking into groups of 5 or 6 students with this, and you'll be working collaboratively to turn in one final report for each group. So the purpose of this final project is for you to perform a computational FEA analysis on a structure, structural component, or mechanical part of your choosing that is of interest to you. Now, if you're also taking ME 171 in conjunction with this course, I would encourage you to use the same project you're doing for that ME 171 class for this class as well. That way you can utilize both one project for both courses and do your computational FEA for the ME 171 project within this class here. Results from this study are then to be compared with analytical calculations performed using the methods that you've learned in your solid mechanics or your ME 14 CE 100 classes. So then at the end, what you're going to do is come up with a formal report utilizing all of the information you've gathered within this project here and present your results, outcomes, and your conclusions from your study.